Good morning. Hello, Spins. Welcome in to a day of, well, whacking shoplifters, I expect. We're playing Supermarket Simulator today, which I did play it a couple of weeks ago. And there's so many new updates to this game that it's like a completely changed game in a good way, This is the latest update that they've released. I think it was on the 18th of January. So it's the first update for 2025. And they've brought shoplifters into the game. What I did notice when I first opened up the menu, the first objective is to buy... hello, Emmy, welcome in. The first objective is to buy a baseball bat, which seems to be the answer for the shoplifters in every simulator game now. It's just to buy a baseball bat. Hello, Wayne. How are you this evening? Lovely to see your face. Welcome in. I'm slightly late this morning. Slightly later than usual, and no excuse except that I really struggled to get myself out of bed this morning. I'm tired today. I'm tired and I wasn't feeling particularly motivated, but we're here now. That's why I'm a little late. Hit them with a bat the American way. Is it the American way though? Is it? Now I'm going to play my own music. Last time we played Supermarket Sim, one of the updates is that you can now have in-store speakers, an in-store sound system. But we quickly discovered that that music is not stream safe. It's not well-known music, but it's not stream safe. So I have to make sure that it's playing my music. Did I turn it down? I think we'll check that first. We'll check that before we do anything. Hopefully the sound of my music's not too loud. Let me know once we get going. We're going to kick off over on YouTube Vertical as well. So let's open up those F-Boy floodgates. You just got to get through the first 10 minutes. Once you get through the first 10 minutes, it's absolutely golden. So hello over on YouTube Vertical as well. Let's make sure you can see what I would like you to see. That's looking good, and that is looking good.
Sound the fuckboy alarm.
Wow. It's actually relevant, isn't it? Fair enough. I'd say that's fairly relevant in this case. Okay, here we go. Are we ready? Are we ready? A large spider? Oh, what do you mean you thought it was a mouse? You're relieved. I'd rather have a mouse than a spider. 100%. Don't even have to think about it. Everyone's here very early today. It's still dark. Everybody's already at work. Oh no, it's 9 p.m. It's 9 p.m. I haven't let anybody go home yet. This is from last time. Hello, Easy. Welcome in. They've all been sitting here for about 2 weeks. Since the end of shift. Why have I got a customer as well? It's the end of the day, isn't it? Get out of here, love. Hello, Stefan. No Balatro today. We are playing the new update. Well, we're going to check out the new update for Supermarket Simulator. I'm going to buy myself a baseball bat. We have got shoplifters on the way. Now, where do we buy a baseball bat? I know they have changed so much in this game, honestly. If you haven't played it for a while, $100 for a whacking bat? How very dare. If you haven't played it for a while, you're going to be amazed. Look at this. Look at the dodgy little shoplifter expression. It's kind of like, oh, like they know. Oh, it's over for me. Ah, caught red-handed, stealing the coffee beans. I tell you what, you would as well. You would steal coffee beans these days at those prices. So we have to hold tab. It's now on my tool wheel. We pick the baseball bat, use the bat to hit the shoplifter, force them to drop the stolen items. Drop the coffee beans. Love. To identify shoplifters, watch for customers displaying suspicious behavior. Look out for shifty eyes and darting heads. Hello, Alina. Welcome in. What's going on? Oh, okay. I'm a bit excited about this. So what we're going to do... now, what we have... I've got 3... people working the checkouts. I've got a spare one that I jump on when it gets very busy. Why are you still coming in? Are you going to try and steal something? Look at him! Look at his little dodgy face. Where's my tool wheel? His little face. I've got to wait for him to do it first though. Otherwise it's like... Do you reckon I've put him off? No, I haven't put him off. Amazing! I was thinking about whacking him before he'd even like... stolen anything. I thought, oh, we gotta wait first. Hello, Chandler, welcome in. That was amazing. I loved it. Okay, security tutorial. Do we get one of these big boys, do we? Antennas trigger alarms if stolen items are taken out. Cameras detect thefts in their line of sight, adjustable by interaction. Guards chase shoplifters, recover stolen items, and restock the shelves. Oh, I love it. So not only can we whack them ourselves, we can also get old mate. What should we call him? What should we call him? We can get him involved as well. I have to buy a bat from my own store. Protect my own store. I know, it's unbelievable. Bob, I'm going to call him Bob. I'm going to call him Big Bob. Big Bob is going to handle all of the F-boys. This is called Supermarket Simulator. It's had a lot of updates, so we're checking out the Shoplifter update today. Now, you can actually toggle this. So if you get annoyed by it, if you don't want to deal with the shoplifters, you can toggle it in the shoplifter settings. He's got a little headache now. Would you like to buy some Panadol? It's too late. It would have been a great opportunity. If they steal something, you whack them and then you sell them some Panadol. I love it. Okay, can we end the day? Are you going to pick those up? Or are you just going to walk all over the produce, mate? He's just going to walk all over that, is he? Brilliant. Okay, let's end the day. So, what we'll do, let's start the day by figuring out where we left things. Keep an eye out to see what sort of level of shoplifters we can expect. And then we can figure out where we would put all of this security stuff. Now, the flour, the toilet paper, and the chicken need to have their prices changed. Let's do that while we're thinking about it. The flour, the toilet paper, and the chicken. Where am I keeping the flour? Oh, over here. Which one is it, though? Is that where I'm keeping it? Have we run out? Maybe we have. I think I might need to do a bit of a restock here. Yeah, well, it's on Steam. It's not a free-to-play game. It might be free-to-play possibly on mobile. If there's ads in it. I'm not entirely sure. I'm playing it on Steam and it's not free. It's also not a particularly expensive game though. I've definitely had my money's worth out of it. So it seems to me that when someone's shoplifted, you need to be the one. Actually, you can't even. We can't touch the stock to put it back on. Oh, this is a different one. There are actually some different ones, to be fair. There's some different supermarket simulator games. This one's been out for maybe like a year and a bit. Phone or tablet would be different experience, yeah. I think you have to have security guards so that the stock can actually be put back. It seems like I can't do it, which seems sort of silly because I'm right here. Grocery store sim. Yep. Yep, there's a lot of them as well. Some of the simulators, there's an absolute ton of similar ones as well. Now, what we're going to do, let's see if we can get ourselves a security guard. We'll go to management, we'll go to hiring. Can we get a Big Bob? How do we get Big Bob? You can get customer helpers now. So you can put self-serve checkouts in too. That's pretty crazy. And then you get a customer helper. This is wild. All right, let's get a security guard. We'll hire one just to see how we go. Big Bob. And our second one could be called Big Billy. Big Bob and Big Billy. Okay, now we're going to do some security cameras. Where would we buy those? In furniture? Does that seem right? Yes, that does seem right. So we'll get a security camera. Actually, let's get 2 and we'll see what kind of coverage we get. And 2 security antennas as well. It's a bit of an expensive do, isn't it? There's a lot to do. You have to spend a lot of money. We can call him Billy Bob. I love it. Big Bill, Big Bob, Big Billy, and then Billy Bob. It's all coming together. Now, how do we... Oh, look at him. Look at him. Why are his arms so straight? He looks a little bit like a thumb, doesn't he? I think if I drew little sunglasses on my thumb, that might be what it would look like. Now, how does this work? Oh, we only need one of these. I didn't need to buy 2 of them because it already does both sides. Look at this. It's like a real store. What can I do with this then? I've bought one too many now. The Rock is the Wish version. The Wish version. I'll sell this. We don't need 2. I'm going to lose a little bit of money there, but what are you going to do? And the security camera, where are we going to put this? Let's go for... You definitely want them at the back where you're not really looking at things so much. Family live 4 hours north of a place called Broken Hill. Yeah, I know where Broken Hill is. Broken Hill is in a different state to me. It's in New South Wales. Now, what kind of range do we get on these? I wonder if we should put it there so it sort of points down the aisle a bit as well. You can... I love this. I was not expecting this to be quite so comprehensive, I've got to say. You can move it. We can see what all the jimmies are doing. Oh, it's unbelievable. Wow. No, I haven't bought anything from Temu yet. I nearly did the other week. I nearly did. I was going to buy something for the garden and then I changed my mind. I can't remember why. I think it's because they were way smaller than they looked in the pictures. I looked at the measurements. I was like, nah. Now, put this one here as well. Oh, look at this. This is fabulous. Now it's like we're on that, you know, that game, Observation Duty? It's like we're playing Observation Duty now. Let's see if any of the jimmies move. Let's see. Let's had a little coughing fit there just for a second, a mini coughing fit. Okay, what we're going to do now, we'll turn the lights on. Let's just do a quick whiz round. What's going to happen with this then? How come he's not coming in to pick it up? Like, we've just got a couple of frozen boxes of something here. Thawing out on the ground. I know, it's actually quite... The graphics on the security cameras are quite good. Now, something else we have that's quite new is a tablet. So as we go around the store, we can actually scan things. And I think it also tells us how many are in storage, if I'm correct. So it's showing us that this is the milk. You get 6 to a box, right? And I think that bottom part, is that showing that we don't have any out the back either? I'm guessing we don't. I don't even know where I was keeping the milk. That's right. So it's showing me how many I've got in stock. So what we'll do then, we'll go around the shop and we'll just make sure we've got stuff either on the shelf or out the back. So we'll get some milk, but I might get 4 of them. This is amazing, isn't it? Now, what if I want to take something off once I've done it? Oh, you right click. So if you click something and you don't want it, you right click. We'll have one of those. We'll have 2 of those. Actually, we'll have 3 because there's none out the back either. Let's not worry about the sugar. We're looking pretty good for sugar. That's also fine. What about the rice? Rice is good. Pasta good. Because what I'm a little guilty of doing in this game is over buying the stock. I like to have so much of it out the back, but then I think what I do, I end up tying up too much of my cash in boxed stuff out the back. I'm going to try and be a little bit more mindful of that. Now, I think we have a different flour as well. Aren't we supposed to have an orange label flour? Is that what that one is? Yes, it is. And we've completely run out. All right. We're going to get some toilet paper. I love the scanner. It's very satisfying to use. We'll have one of those. One of those. This is just to get ourselves going for the day. I don't want to be running out of stock in the middle of the day. Plenty of this as well. Been following for 4 years? Wow. When did you first come along then? 4 years. That's not that much under when I started. Maybe it was Rocket League. I wonder if I was playing Rocket League. Long time ago. Many moons ago, it seems. No chocolate, no lollies. We don't need that either. Oh, so fun. You got it the wrong way around. Yeah, it was probably Rocket League. I haven't played that for a long time. Kind of burned out on it, actually. Now I only play it every now and again. I don't know. Do people still even... I don't really... feel like I don't see a lot of Rocket League around anymore when it comes to live streams and stuff. Some mayonnaise. When's your job interview, by the way? When's your other job interview, Stefan? Have you had that already? When's that happening? Okay, good. That's looking pretty good. The chips, we've got pepper, bread. That's okay. We have a lot of stock now. I recently uninstalled myself. Yeah, it actually takes up a fair bit of space on your PC. So if you're not playing it, it's ripe for an uninstall, isn't it? It's tomorrow. Ooh, feeling confident. What else do we want? Some chicken? Probably. Let's get a couple of those as well. Actually, let's get 3. Oh, I've never played Deep Rock Galactic, but people who have played it seem to speak really, really highly of it. Really enjoy that game. It looks a little bit sweaty though, I have to say. If it's on your PC, it's what you'd play the most. Oh, so you've uninstalled it off of your console. Is that what you mean? Okay, so let's get all of that. We can put our restockers to work. I've got 5 of them now, so they can get onto all of that stuff for me. What else would we like to do before we open? I've done prices. There's also cleaning as well. So as the shop is open and gets dirty, we have to stay on top of the cleanliness of it as well. And is there anything else we might like to buy before we get going? Do I have bills? I feel like I might. Yeah, let's pay our bills. I don't want those to catch up with me, because then I don't have as much money as I think I do. And let's see how we're doing with the product licenses as well. It does. Look, Rocket League does angry up the blood. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I've been there. So we have a ton of product licenses that we could buy, but we're going to need at least $12,500 before we can get them. If we'd like to expand the store further, we need $11,000. So we need to be making a decent amount of money here. I can also expand the size of this stock room for $5,000, but at this point, I don't really think I need to. I think that's a waste of money. So let's open the shop. Let's get everyone organized. And I think I might just keep an eye on a few things. Let's see how many shoplifters we actually get. And let's see how the security... Hi, Bob. Let's see how the security stuff works in practice as well. Because theoretically, they shouldn't be able to walk out with stuff. It should beep. I'm not sure how the security cameras work. I think we have to choose where we want it to point. They don't constantly move. So we're going to leave that one like this. And we're going to check the back one as well. You've been playing with a streamer and, oh, crowd control. Oh my God, that would be full on. Crowd control could be infuriating, I reckon. I've considered putting it on before for games, but I think I'd just get so annoyed. Because you can do crowd control for Dark Souls. And I've played Dark Souls all the way through, so I'm familiar with the game. I considered playing it with crowd control, and then I was like, I'm just going to hate my life if I do that. But at the same time, it could be ridiculously stupid, couldn't it? There's quite a lot of games that are actually compatible with crowd control. I should have another look at that and see what's going on there. Now that I've got 5 restockers, they really did get onto that quite quickly, didn't they? Anxious nuke bugs being spawned. An anxious nuke bug does not sound like a good time. I feel like I can imagine exactly what that would look like. Actually. How is it getting this dirty this quick? I've been open for like an hour. Ridiculous. Okay. I would like it. I feel like the tool wheel could maybe be slightly smoothed out. Yeah, that sounds really stressful. That sounds super stressful. Oh, there we go. If I've got a crate, so I bought a crate last time, and that's a relatively new thing. We can pick stuff up off the ground with the crate. And then we can put it... Oh, where am I going to put it now, though? It's not in a box. Have I got this on the shelf somewhere? Where is this product? Really was quite an inconvenience having this guy steal that stuff. Now I don't know where to put it. Hello, Speechy. Is that right? Welcome in. Hello, Erk. Oh, it's been so long. Thank you for the resub. How are you doing? What's the latest? How's everything going with welding school?
What are we whacking?
What are we whacking? Everything. We're whacking everything. I don't know how to get rid of this crate. Was that a shoplifter getting whacked? Did you hear that? Bob, where's Bob? Where is he? Did he go chase somebody? Welcome in, Speechy. I'm the only one to get it right. I love it. I love it. Oh, Bob, you little... Bob looks a little bit like a thumb, but I love him. He just whacked a shoplifter for me. Oh, the system's working. He whacks them, he chases them away, and then he puts the stock that they tried to steal back on the shelf. I love it. If you get the job, you're paid based off of productivity rather than a set hourly rate. So you'd have to be very productive then. You need to make sure you're going to be very productive, Stefan, otherwise you're going to be broke. This is Supermarket Simulator. It's been out for a little while, about a year, maybe 18 months or so, but it's had so many updates over the past few months that it's like a whole new game. If you haven't played it and you love a sim, get it into you. Let's open this checkout, by the way, because it's getting kind of busy in here. Let's open it and we'll just put a few people through. And then let's just see, let's keep an eye on things. We'll see what's going on. He does look a little bit like that, actually. This is true. And it's going great. You're having a blast. So how long do you do that for, Irk? Like, is it like a certain amount of time? Well, we've got people from a few different places, haven't we? Who have we got in here right now? I'm from South Australia. We've got some Americans. Where are you from, Alina, by the way? 7:25. 7:25. This time slot lends itself to people from different countries more than my old time slot used to. Oh, you're in New Zealand? Yeah, I never used to get people from New Zealand. I used to stream at night. You never get New Zealand people because it was too late for them by then. It's a 16-week program and you're in week 5. Ooh. So when you get through it, have you already sort of seen... Have you seen a company that you're interested in working for? Or were you thinking of maybe doing something all on your own? Oh, you're from South Africa. Slovakia, living in the UK. Oh, we're representing the globe today. Love to see it. That's so funny, isn't it? It's so funny to think that we can all be like all over the planet watching a little bit of, watching and playing a little bit of Supermarket Sim. It's a crazy world. You had no idea what any of the certs meant or what you could do with them. And what made you choose welding? Is that just like something that, I don't know, you've always thought would be a super handy thing to know how to do? I reckon you'd be a handy bloke to know. Good morning, Julia. What's going on today? Now, where's that ELO rice? Let's get a few boxes because we've run out. Someone's been dropping things on my floor. Oh, we need to actually throw that out, don't we? No, I think you just have to use your hands to pick that up and put it in a garbage bag. Everyone's filthy. You're all filthy. How are we supposed to work like this? It's absolutely filthy. We need to hire some cleaners as well. Hello, Elf. Long time no see. How are you doing today? 46.50. It was the one trade you haven't done some kind of work with and you don't hate it. I feel like you're the kind of guy that if something broke in the house, no matter how annoying, you would know how to sort it out. You'd be a great neighbour to have, I feel. So how do you feel about moving to Australia? You know, in the event that, you know, I might decide that might like to have a bit of work done around the house, might like a bit of advice on how to go about it. 40 in Perth today. Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense because, oh, there's no rice still because we can't do the order because it's 9 o'clock. That's right. We're getting a little bit of a reprieve this weekend because it was supposed to be disgusting, but now it's not. Then next week, it's horrible again. It's like multiple days of 39, 40. If the money in welding is good. So I don't even know. I don't even know. I would say that it is, because in Australia, we have a massive trades shortage. Like a massive trades shortage. And it's actually significantly contributed to our housing crisis, because we need a huge amount of houses to be built, but we don't have the people to build them. So it actually probably is a higher paying thing, like just about any other trade. You took the doggo out, and now you're having coffee with a blueberry muffin. Oh, that's a bit delightful, isn't it? Do you know, I recently acquired a blueberry bush for the garden. And I've decided that I would like to make blueberry muffins to celebrate when the first batch of blueberries come out. How's that for an idea? Yeah, in all seriousness as well, you know, I feel like because trades are so needed, I feel like you wouldn't have any issue doing like a working visa or however the hell it works, a residency thing based on that. 25 to 30 an hour. Oh, that's pretty decent. Yeah, that's like $1 million and $1,005 dues. That's decent. Now, we've had a very profitable day here. We've already hit $11,000, so I'm quite pleased with this. We need probably another 11,000 because I would like to start getting some new products on the shelves, and I think we'll do that first actually. Let's not spend money on expansions while I've got empty shelves. Instead, let's make sure that I'm stocking a nice array of products. Let's make sure things aren't running out. In the stock room as well. I love this thing. This scanner, of all the updates they've done, I reckon the scanner is the most valuable. Actually, no. Restockers were the most valuable. That was ages ago, though. But very necessary. Closely followed by the scanner. Because you need this stuff. Otherwise, the game is just way too frustrating and laborious to play. This has made it enjoyable again. 25 an hour as a convenience store. And you were from Kiwi. Well, yeah, you're from New Zealand. 25. I don't know how the New Zealand dollar compares to the Australian dollar, actually. I wonder, it's probably quite similar, I suppose. All right, we'll get these ordered. Oh, we have to order them tomorrow. So hopefully that stays on my tablet for the morning. Do overtime and road work and all of that. Yeah, it's the same here. Let's just do the chocolate ice cream and the salmon before we forget. Chocolate ice cream. Have I even got any chocolate ice cream on sale? I'm not even selling any. Ooh. I think we're going to need another freezer. And some salmon. If you do things here, like there's certain things, if you're working overnight, if you're working... Even people that hold signs, like if you hold a sign to direct traffic and the hours are a bit rough, you work on weekends and all of that, like the money is wild. Absolutely insane. Oh, $22.50. Yeah. It is lush. It is lush. It's a lush amount of money. Now, if I was to buy myself another freezer, let's pop it right there because I seem to not have any ice cream and I don't know how this happened. How did this happen? We're going to get ourselves another chest freezer. I do like the idea of the self-serve checkout as well. Oh, you're going to be rich. You're going to be rich, Erk. A triple freezer. Ooh. Should we just see what that's all about? A triple freezer. Okay, that could be good because there's certain things where it kind of feels like you have to really fill it. Oh, it's got to be right at the bottom of this, doesn't it? Where's that triple freezer? Let's have a little look at it. Because, yeah, if you can get multiple... Holy shit, it's massive. Oh, it's a triple freezer, like, length. I thought it had compartments in it. That's okay, though, I suppose. Bloody hell, it's a big one. That's way bigger than it looked in the photo. All right. I agree with you, Irk. I don't need... Do you know, somebody won $100 million on the Oz Lotto last night. I don't need $100 million. But I would like to have enough money that I don't have to think about money anymore. Whatever that amount is, and I think that amount changes different parts of your life. I just don't want it, I don't want it taking up so much of my mental energy thinking about finances. That's financial success for me. Now, let's get some stuff for the freezer. Some chocolate ice cream. How long have we not been selling this for? Let's get a few of them. Hang on. Let's get 4 of them. Purchase. All right. You want 100 million. Do you know, 100 million is way too much, though. Like it's so much, but I guess it's okay. Like, I would be okay with someone having 100 million. If they did something worthwhile with the 100 million. Like 100 million is so much money that you can change, you can make unbelievable change, and you only need a fraction of it. Really, like you need a fraction of it. You could change so much. And I'd love to think that someone who got like that much money would do something like that, but I suppose many people wouldn't. And I think you need a purpose as well. Like if you won so much money that you don't have to think about money at all, ever, you still need a purpose in your life. It's important that you do, because otherwise, oh, you know, that's how you see people just really fall off the rails and get involved in stuff that maybe they thought they'd never get involved in because they're just lost and, yeah, purposeless. And you'd have all this money and you could really like throw yourself into something that you were passionate about. You know, it might be like a charity. It might be like an idea, something for your local community that you would love to see. Maybe like some new invention that could be like changing lives for people. Like real stuff. Not just buying like shit stuff and making other rich people richer. Like you can do way more than that. That's what's exciting about that much money. Lovely. Okay, so we've got some ice cream on the shelf. I feel comfortable with this now. It has a price on it. Oh shit, that is chocolate ice cream. I thought that was mint. I've got loads of it. I've got chocolate ice cream coming out of every orifice at this point. Zeal's got a bite on her elbow and it's looking angry. Oh, no way. No way. So... that's insane. Have you turned everything upside down since it happened to you? Like because you're assuming it happened after you were asleep, right? That's unbelievable. Poor Julia. Julia was in the hospital the other day because of an unknown angry bite from an unknown angry creature. Not as bad. Oh God. Has she gone straight to the doctor? For some antibiotics to get it checked out. That's nuts. I'm paranoid now. I don't know if I told you that I used to have a thing about every night before I went to sleep, I had to sort of lift the sheets right to the end of the bed and just give them like a good check. I really don't like spiders, and I don't know if I'd read something or seen a movie and it was all in my head, and I had to check the sheets to make sure they were clear before I went to sleep. I haven't done that for years. You're giving me a rethink. I must admit. No, we do. Oh! Get him, Bob! Oh, look at this. He did not muck around. He had a magical crate. He puts the toilet paper back. And off he goes. He looks really serious. Like, he looks like he should be guarding, like, the Prime Minister or something. He's taking the job very seriously. You could learn a lot from him, Jimmy. Quite frankly. Take notes, mate. Shit. He's walked right into me like I wasn't even there. A bit up close and personal. All of a sudden. It's not that bad. Honestly, it's not that bad, Irk. I know I say this, but what happened to Julia is very unusual. It's not a normal occurrence, is it? I don't know anyone who's had that happen to them, actually, I have to say. Like that, Julia, that's insane. You are definitely safer in Australia than you are in the US. I'm gonna come out and say it. Definitely. It's very rare. You've been flipping everything out. Oh, see, I couldn't sleep now. I couldn't sleep knowing what happened to you and then knowing what happened to Zeal now. What do I mean? I mean, generally speaking, I think we have less things to worry about living here. Just generally. I think that's a fair assumption. Spiders aside. I'm sure you are. Oh, that's true. That is true, to be fair. Yeah, I forgot. 10 out of 10. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Oh, we've missed your work. Oh, he's back. Oh. It's very dramatic. Isn't it? Oh, you are worth your weight in chicken nuggets. In fact, I might give him some free chicken nuggets at the end of his shift. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. You know, you can get 2 of them as well. You can hire 2. Like, no one's stealing anything. No one's stealing so much as a post-it note under their watch. So that one's Bob. Big Bob. And then we're going to have Big Billy. And then our third one is going to be Billy Bob. Not into Rocket League. I've been playing everything. I've been on a little gaming journey. So after I finished with Rocket League, I played a lot of indie games. I played a lot of horror as well. I do like horror, I have to say. Horror is a tricky one sometimes, though. It can be a bit hard with some people don't like watching it, and also it can present some issues with YouTube monetization depending on the content of the game. And then I went through a very, very big Souls phase. I played Elden Ring. I played Dark Souls. Played the Elden Ring DLC. I played Lies of P. That was a fairly big chunk of time. And then I kind of felt like I wanted to experience some more light-hearted games again, just to balance things up a bit after all that Souls gaming. I still love them. Trouble with me, I love too many games. I genuinely do. I'm interested in just about any gaming genre. Except I'm not crazy about first-person shooters. That doesn't really excite me that much. You won't really see me playing Apex Legends or anything like that. I'm like, yeah, about games like that. But this, at the moment, I feel like there's been so many cool simulators and fun little quirky games coming out that I'm really leaning into those for a while now. And I think they lend themselves, like when it comes to streaming, they lend themselves well to my style of streaming as well. I like to be interactive. I like to chit chat while I stream. I like to be able to talk to people. I like to be able to muck around and be a bit dumb with it. And I think these kinds of games just suit me quite well in that way. And I'm thinking that I'm going to start doing some more offline games as well. So I'm going to have like my online stream stuff that works well for being live. And then I'm going to do the things that don't work so well for being live that I still like. And look at making some more YouTube content that is just exclusive, I suppose. Exclusive for YouTube. It was never streamed. In fact, I was playing a new game last night. Hello, McLovin. Welcome in. I have not heard of Nuclear Nightmare, actually. No, I haven't. It sounds like a nightmare. Not gonna lie. My testing game. How's my testing game going? What game is that? I was given an early access key to a game called Nautical Survivors a couple of days ago. And if you're into games like Vampire Survivors, this is, you know, you'd understand exactly what sort of vibe this game is. And I played it last night after work. I really, really liked it. It's going to be, I think there's going to be a demo available on Steam soon. But I'm going to do a YouTube video sort of showcasing this game before it comes out, if I can get it done. It's so addictive. Naughty Cool Survivors. It's very good. Oh, Chloe had a quarter of your muffin. How very dare. Oh, thank you, Julia. I did too, actually. I did like an edited version of the stream, and that one did quite well, actually. I got a few hundred views on that, which I wasn't really expecting because it's an unknown game at this point. And then I did a little condensed 10-minute one. I've been playing around a little bit with YouTube. See what works, see what doesn't. Oh, you've seen my 10-minute one. Yeah. Oh, Game Stonk Simulator. Game Stonk. Yeah, Game Stonk Simulator. I loved that. I loved it. Now, I was only playing the demo. We didn't actually get to the end of the demo. There was quite a lot in it, which was great. There was a lot of content in that. I am genuinely excited for Game Stonk Simulator to come out. I loved it. Very quirky, very fun. I don't know when it's coming out. This is what I mean. This is why I was kind of keen to get back into The Sims for a while because, oh, there's just so much good stuff coming out. And I think what draws me to it is that typically they're indie game developers or small game developers that make these simulators. And there's just so much extra thought and care that goes into them and some genuinely good ideas. And they listen to people. They listen to the people that are playing the game and they take it on board and they shape the game based on what people enjoy. And that's got to be better than paying $120 for a game that's not even finished and you need to buy $89 million of DLC.
I'm gonna have such a good day today! Fuck!
There's that fucking bird again. Hi, Jarek. That's what I said yesterday. Every time you arrive, this noisy, obnoxious, swearing bird seems to arrive and just carries on right outside the window. Did everybody hear that? Right in the middle of the point that I was trying to make as well, which is even more annoying. How are you, Jarrett? You're getting a lot of mise shorts. I did do a lot of shorts. It's very strange. I can't work it out, mate. I can't work it out. I've been experimenting with shorts versus longer videos as well. I've been a very busy woman. I experimented with releasing a short every day for 10 days. I scheduled them to go out at the same time every day. And I've decided that that is going to lead to burnout. And that shorts are a little bit too volatile to be spending quite that much time on them. Because whilst I had done that, I'd had one video that I'd made for the car dealer simulator game that was doing really well and getting me subscribers and stuff. So I need to take a bit more of a thoughtful approach to it, I think. So I'm going to start thinking more about doing some different videos that I've actually crafted and scripted. I'll still do some game clip videos if they really do stand on their own without context. But anything out of that, I'm going to try and be a little bit more mindful with them and maybe spend more time and release less. That's what I'm thinking. That sounds really good, actually, that game. That sounds really cool. All being hunted by a foreign entity. How are you this afternoon, Jarrett? What's the latest? What's all the gossip? Fill us in. Yeah, Nuclear Nightmare. I had never heard of it before. Quality over quantity. That's what I'm going for, Spins. Quality over quantity. I'm going to spend more time crafting videos and do less. And I think not only will that lead to better quality stuff being released, but I think I'll enjoy that more. And I think I'll have more energy for other things. Oh, you can play it in multiplayer as well, can you? Hang on. Which pack of eggs were the ones that had the price change? Those or those? I think they're fine anyway. Hopefully less time with that accent. What accent? What do you mean? What accent? Be specific, please. Snow, not much work. What have you been doing? Any snow sports? Been skiing? Well, editing's not hard. Editing's easy. The actual editing, like, from a technical viewpoint, it's easy. I guess what is harder is figuring out how to optimize the videos depending on the video type. So like when it's a short, shorts have the ability, like the opportunity to get out to a lot more people a lot more quickly. But people don't have attention spans for shorts. So you have to keep rehooking people with a short. So you got to get them to try and get them to watch to the end. And you need that a little less in a video. So it's kind of depending what you're doing, what the content is, and what type of video it is. It's been a bit of a learning curve trying to work all of that out. Because watch time is the main factor for YouTube and TikTok, actually. If you release a video, the more percentage of the video that people watch, the more likely that gets pushed out to another rung of people and so forth. If you release something and people are only watching on average like 6% of the video, it just dies off and that's the end of it. Don't have much time to go to the slopes. Do you know I've never skied? Hello Asgard, welcome in. What's going on? I've never skied. I've only tobogganed. I've tobogganed. When there used to be a tobogganing thing in Adelaide, we used to be able to do that. Not anymore. Electricity's too expensive here. It costs a lot of money to keep something frozen, something large frozen on a 40-degree day. I would like snowboarding, I reckon. I guess it's kind of like surfing, but just on the snow. That's true. That is true as well. If you're doing a condensed video, so if you've had a live stream and you want to turn it into a 10-minute video, yes, it is a little time consuming because you do have to go through the video, see what's in there, and also, let's just order this. Better. And just do like lots of little mini edits as you go, which can get a little bit tedious, I suppose. Yeah. But I'm finding that doing, you take a while to sift through. What are you sifting through? Exactly. What are you sifting? There goes another shoplifter. Now that I do shorter streams, that's actually made things a fair bit easier though. When I first started, I used to do 4-hour streams. So when I first started, I was going on about 7. I don't know how I was doing it actually. I was doing 7 to 11, 3 times a week. And when it's a 4-hour stream, that's a pain in the ass to sift through. Because it's a pretty long time. So having the 2-hour streams, it feels way more manageable. And I feel like I kind of remember what happened during a stream as well, which makes it easy to know what I'm looking for in the footage. Oh, did you? Oh, and with no paywall as well? Just for free? Heck? Like, what have we done to deserve this? Hello, Muffins. Thank you for the bits. Happy birthday again. You're still on vacation. You went to some nature parks and got drinks at a tiki bar. Oh, it looks great. You look like you're having a fantastic time. I hope... I am not used to that noise from the shoplifters. I hope you're enjoying every minute of it, Muffins. Because it goes so quick, doesn't it? It was Muffin's birthday. It was yesterday, wasn't it? Muffin's birthday yesterday. I'm confused because I wished you a happy early birthday on Instagram. And then an actual birthday in Discord and now a late birthday on stream. Yeah, yesterday, yeah. Lovely. Yeah, I would like... Can you save me a cocktail, please? I feel like I might like a cocktail later. Tobogganing, I know. Do you remember the smell? There was a smell, right? When you went in there and you were getting ready to go and you went, I think you had to go up these escalators, right? With your toboggan. And there was like a smell. It smelled like tobogganing. I don't know if it's just whatever had to be used to make it freeze or whatever it was. But it was so exciting and you'd get to the top and just like fly down the slope on the toboggan. I loved it. It was one of my favorite things to do and you can't do it anymore. It's finished. You haven't gone skiing since 2016. Oh, and then you went 6 years later. It's like riding a bike, apparently. Thank you, Muffins. I appreciate that. It's like riding a bike. You know, that's a little bit of an overrated statement, though, because I hadn't ridden a bike since I was about 7, and then I got a bike at Christmas, and it definitely felt a little different to how I remembered. I still haven't got myself a replacement bike. I need to do that. I need to get on that so I can start getting back into it, because mine was faulty. Feeling older, but not as old as Jarek. The shade. The shade. You can barely run your 1.5 miles under 10 minutes. Hey, it's not about age. It's about how you feel. It's about how you feel, Muffins. Let me tell you, I have seen plenty of mid-20s people that can barely walk up a hill. So I think everyone in this chat's doing all right. Everyone's doing all right. You know, it might have just been the smelly ice skates. It could have been that. And I've got nostalgia over it, apparently, which is kind of weird, isn't it? Over smelly ice skates. Derek's in better shape than you. Well, you were working on your fitness, though, weren't you, Muffins? Not while you're on holidays, obviously. But you were working away on your fitness there. Yeah, I think it's less important on who you're feeling. I think it's more about how you feel. You swam for an hour. Very nice. I had a big swim the other day. And I went kayaking as well. Ouch! Ouch! And I really felt that. Felt that in the muscles. I've been playing golf too. And golf's a good workout. Not only is it a lot of walking, but it's just honing those upper body muscles as well. They're stealing from me, Jarek. They're stealing, so Big Bob comes in, whacks him off, and puts the stock back on the shelf. I love him. I love him. I think I'm going to give him a free box of chicken nuggets for working so hard today. You gotta burn some of the food off. You do, Muffins, you do. Thank you for keeping it clean in here, by the way, Muffins. Thank you for interrupting all of these F-boys trying to lead my stream astray. Oh, there goes another one. There she goes. He's putting the stuff back. Look, there he goes. He's very serious. I do think that he looks like he could, you know, defend like the president or something. He's very trustworthy. Yeah, when I'm on holidays, I like to have whatever I want when I'm on holidays, but I do also like to make sure I'm still being a little bit active. But for me though, like I've become used to, I exercise most days. I do like a 30 to 45 minute workout most days. And if I don't do that, it makes me feel like, unless I'm having a rest day, if I don't do it, it makes me feel kind of restless, I suppose, which I don't like. Oh, thanks for joining, Julia. I enjoy the day, and I hope Zill's all right as well, by the way. I hope you find that pesky little bastard that bit both of you. Give it what for? 82.50. 82.50. While I'm thinking of it, thank you for the lurk spins. Yeah, that's right, McLovin. That's absolutely right. You just bite it back. There's nothing wrong with this logic. Next week's streams are probably going to be a bit disrupted while we're talking about appointments and stuff. I've got an appointment on next Wednesday morning, so I don't think I'll be able to fit the stream in as well. And on Thursday, I think the internet upgrade's happening. The big internet upgrade of 2025 and my life is happening next Thursday. So that's just a window. It's a window and it's in the morning. So there won't be a stream on Thursday. So probably no stream next Wednesday, Thursday. We'll do Tuesday. And if I can, I might slot another one in, possibly on the Friday. But we'll see how the week goes. There's a fair bit going on. It's a very busy week next week, all in all. So we'll see how we go. But once that internet's upgraded, That's a game changer. We're talking like 4 times the download and upload speed that I have had. It's going to be unbelievable. I'm excited. It's going to change my content life. No, the rest days don't. Thank you. A rest day doesn't make me feel restless.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
How very dare. I thought that was someone else stealing from me. Unbelievable. That's very good, muffins. Those are some good steps. I'll be playing quicker and better. Yeah, I'll be able to be even more impressive at 4 times the speed. That's how it works. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's actually multiple things, Elf. It's a huge infrastructure thing. And also, as part of it, gonna change providers as well. Different plan. Different everything. New year. New me. New internet. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time. So a little bit of disruption for a lot of good stuff. Don't mind that. Now, gonna do a little stock up and see what's going on here. We're doing well. We're actually making money. I have $14,000. Yeah, it is fun when everything changes all at the same time. And of course, not only is it a window, and we know that these windows aren't very accurate a lot of the time, but chances are everything won't be smooth sailing, so hence no stream. Doot, doot. I have to say, I hate morning appointments as well. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for popping in on your holidays, muffins. Enjoy the rest of it. Have all the cocktails. Have all the things. Lovely. It makes me want the weekend. It's not far away, is it? Especially as a 4-day-a-weeker. I've only got tomorrow, and then I'm off again. Good. Yeah, any time between winter and spring, we can expect that to be sorted out. So that's good. At least we know it's going to get done. Lovely. Lovely. Now, how's the fridge looking? Let's get that nice and topped up. Looks a bit sad, actually, doesn't it? Where's all the cheeses? Oh, my cart's full. Where's all the baby cheeses? That's okay. We need to do a bit of a clean up as well. It's dirty in here. Everyone's filthy. I forgot to check the prices as well. I didn't notice the price changes. I might have to just check the old computer to see what changed. All right, that's looking pretty good. That'll keep everyone busy for at least 5 minutes. Now, the cable guy that's trying to get in contact with Kramer, and it becomes this whole thing. It's like this whole like arch nemesis situation. That won't be me. It'll be the opposite for me. I want them to get in contact with me. I'll be like, I'm ready. I'm free. Pricing. So, does it still show the changes on this like it used to? I forgot that I could change prices from the computer. Last change. So can we sort by last change? Yes, we can. Geez, this has come a long way, hasn't it? So the bio eggs, market price is a little bit expensive actually. So let's make that $4.20. I think that's probably a touch expensive as well. So we might go $3.50. This needs to be $5.50. This is much better, isn't it? Look at this. Let's look at some of these. We're overcharging for some of the stuff, aren't we? It's like real life. Oh, $650 for eggs. Yeah, that checks out. That's fine. Try to have a shower at the time. That's a really good point, actually. Yeah. Do something very inconvenient at the time they're supposed to arrive. I love it. Guaranteed doorbell. Because we're undercharging for quite a lot of this stuff. I'm glad I'm looking at this. We're undercharging and overcharging, I suppose. Bit of both. You know, that really bothers me though, when you're waiting for something and you will wait all day. You change all of your plans for it. And you think, oh, well, that's that. And you go do something. That's when it happens. $2.50. Mont Cuck. I think somebody was complaining about the Mont Cuck. Too much Cuck, not enough Mont. $2.95. Oh, I've put me num lock off, have I? What have I done here? Oh, I fucking hate that num lock button. Does anybody actually use that on your keyboard? You got the numbers on the side. What is that fucking num lock for? Because all that's ever done is piss me off. Because you hit it by accident. Why do you do it? I hit it by accident and I'm typing away and all me nums are locked. I did say cuck. It's Mont Cuck. It's not how you pronounce it. How I pronounce it. Okay. That's looking a lot better, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, Shrimmer. It looks much better. That'll do. I'm bored with that now. Okay, very good. That's done. And we've got $10,000. That's after restocking. Love to see it. It's a new day. Oh, hang on. Let's clean up. I think there was some stuff on the floor, wasn't there? Everyone will get annoyed, won't they? So why do you use it? Why do you use numlock? That's my favorite. I don't use the top part of the numbers. But why do you want your num all locked up like that? There's no way that I could just type with the numbers on the top of the keyboard. That would drive me insane. The ones on the side, I'm a speed demon with those. I can type at an unbelievable rate. I'm not even kidding. I'm a really, really fast typer. Both words and numerical. Very, very, very fast, high accuracy, just because of what I do for work and the amount of time I spend typing. So they are very important. Oh, the bills, yeah. The bills, I love how I was boasting about how much money I've got, and Elena's like, yeah. Bills. Hello, you're from Cali. Welcome in. How you doing? On this fine, what the hell is it today? It's Wednesday, right? But Tuesday for you. Tuesday for you. Wednesday for me. Bills. Management. Bills. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. The most evil thing you've seen? Someone switching the number keys to match the phone layout? Oh my god. I don't even want to think about that. Oh, I just mopped his white suit. I'm sorry, sir. Had this beautiful crisp white suit that looked like it was freshly pressed. And I rubbed my mop all over it. Everyone's looking very sharp this morning, aren't they? It's a town of go-getters. Look at them all. So sharp you could cut yourself. Alright, here we go. We're ready. I'm ready for a big day of money making. I'm keeping an eye out for shoplifters. Do you reckon the security cameras... Is that how Bob knows that someone's stealing? So if I had Bob out the front and I had no security cameras on the inside, he wouldn't actually know. He'd only know if somebody was making it out of the store with something. Because I was wondering if I would need to monitor these security cameras that I've put on the wall. Oh, look at these. I've put these in today. You can actually see through them. And I was wondering if I needed to monitor them. But I think Bob's doing it. I'm pretty sure. 160? You can do 160 if all the words are la. Well, that's a useful skill. Well, it's a useful skill. If you're writing warm-up musical notes, I'm sure you would be, the man that they're looking for. Hello, Simi. Oh, hey, it's been a minute. Thank you for the resub. What's going on? Are you freezing? What's today's message?
Like, what's with the late night strikes already? 55 months and I'm gotta be up at 11 p.m.
It's 11 for you. I've been on for a little while. This is my new schedule, Simi. You know I was on a new schedule, right? I did say, didn't I? Did I talk to you about that? Have you been in stream while I was talking about this? It's 6 degrees. Oh, go to the beach. Get your knees out. 6 degrees. Lovely. Good luck, Kirk. for your test tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. It was lovely to see your face today. I'll check out your I'll check out the video later. Better not be a credit card. When I click on that video, there better not be a credit card prompt at the beginning of it as well. A sneaky little paywall on there, on this hot welding content. Chill factor -6. That's cold. We've got the opposite problem. Trust. Best trust. We've got the opposite problem. Actually, it's a little nicer today. Today's 30. And we've got a few days of that. And then it's going to be horrible again. Then it's back to like 40 degrees. Not a good time. Just crying over my prices. It's quite expensive, actually, to be fair. I'd cry as well. I think we all do. Everybody cries. It's a common occurrence now, I think, at the supermarket checkout. Just have a good old cry once your all your shopping has been scanned. Oh, that'll be $3,981 today. Brilliant. Oh, I forgot that I can boost them. Bye, Irk. You can boost your staff, and I forgot. You can really get those knees up. Look at this. Yeah. Yeah. They've got a little meter above them. And when it runs out, they go back to normal speed. It's all kicking off in here, isn't it? It's all go. Boost to the max. Look how fast they go. They run. He just ran back to stand there. He's all boosted. He's got all this adrenaline. He doesn't know what to do with it. Get boosted, mate. Oh, it's costing money. Shit, I wondered about that. Off he goes. I think he needs to go to the toilet now, actually, after all that excitement. No, I don't have a staff toilet. That's an oversight, isn't it? I wonder where they're going. Is that what I've been cleaning up off the floor with the mop? It cost you $3 per boost, by the way. I didn't know that. I was boosting to my heart's content. Somebody's complaining about my prices back here. What's the matter with these? They're fine. I have to make some profit, love. There's no such thing as a free breakfast. Right, let's get some people through the checkout. It's a little bit busy in here today. Still Tuesday for Simmy. How has your week been so far, Simmy? It was my hump day yesterday. Today is technically hump day for most. But mine was yesterday. Which I like. You're in the office today. You don't like going into the office though, really, do you? I know some people do. Like if you have like a hybrid working situation, you either love the office days or you hate them. I would hate them. Because I don't like working in offices. You had some Brisbaneites visiting... Ooh! Get whacked, love. Do you mean people from Brisbane, Australia, visiting your directors? Is that what you mean? Or is that some pommy word for something else? Your work wife just got on honeymoon. Oh no! Your favourite work person, aka work wife, is not even there when you went into the office. Oh no. They're from Brisbane. Oh. That's that's a bit local. Isn't it? A little visit from Aussie land. Does suck though, doesn't it? That's something that, you know, when you were a kid at school and you wanted to be in the same class as your friends, or maybe you had a class where only one of your friends was in that particular class and then they didn't come to school that day. It was devastating. Work is the same. You think it's Monday and it's like, oh God, I don't want to do this, but at least, you know, you can have some lunch with, you know, whoever, you know, your work friend is, and then you get in and they're not there. I imagine that's what it was like whenever I didn't come into work. It was probably quite devastating. I never really thought about that in my selfishness when I took a day off. You know, if I wanted to have a holiday or leave. It was probably fucking devastating for everybody else on those days. I didn't think of it at the time. You helped him with his brew? We know how to make tea, Simmy. What was he doing with it? Was it proper tea leaves or was it tea bags? I can make a fantastic cup of tea, I'll have you know. Alright, let's close the shop. Okay. Let's just do a little bit of a whiz round to make sure, yeah, it's a little bit dirty. Give it a clean. What I'm going to do, I think I might buy a new product line. I think we can finally afford it, and it's going to be a good time. Tea bags. Well, you can't go wrong with a tea bag. What was he doing with it? Trying to eat the leaves. He was trying to snort the leaves. Like that's not how you make tea. Yorkshire tea, and at the required strength for 8 bags. 8 bags per cup. No, I don't. What is Viva la Dirt League? A work wife is your very, very closest. Like if you've got a really, really close friend at work, in Simmy's case, because she's a woman, he calls her his work wife. You see? Have you not heard of that before? He didn't let it brew proper. He was trying to whiz the tea bag out too early. You can't be impatient with a good cup of tea. It has to sit for a little while. Or you have to make up for a lack of sitting time with some dunking when it comes to tea. You can't just be whizzing it in and out. It'll be the worst cup of tea you've ever had. You must let it brew. I think if you're a coffee drinker, especially if you're an instant coffee drinker, you're used to the instantness of it. Tea takes time. Tea takes time. Now, before we buy a product line, let's just make sure we have enough of our current stock. Otherwise, everyone's going to be whinging. And I don't really feel like listening to complaints today. I feel like nobody's buying this frozen stuff either. Why is nobody buying it? It's delightful. It's not even salmonella chicken. I'm storing it properly now. It's fine. It's being kept at the correct temperature. But I know not everyone's a fan of the term work wife. I've seen things about that before. It upsets some people because they think it suggests over familiarity with someone of the opposite sex at work. Sounds quite insecure, really, doesn't it, when you say it out loud? Let's go for these as well. It's silly. Some people are just really uncomfortable with their partner having a friend of the opposite sex, whichever way it goes. It's madness. Beep. Chips as well. Lovely. Some potatoes. Absolutely. Exactly. It's a friendship like any other. To the point where, you know, you wouldn't even consider that. Regardless of whether you were single or not. You know what I mean? Like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Okay, so let's get our scanned items. That's left me with $12,000. Let's open the shop for a little while. Get a little bit of money first. And then I think I'll get my next product line. What will we buy? Yeah, exactly. It does feel that way. It almost does feel like a brother-sister thing. Exactly. So when people say stuff like that, it's like, you're way off. Now, new product lines. Where are we looking? Licenses. So, there's 2 things we need. We need $12,500. I need my store level to be bloody 56 as well. That food's most definitely off by now. That has been on the floor for days. So let's pop it back in the fridge. Oh, it's full. Maybe I should discount it. See if somebody will take it. Just chuck it here, and I'll keep it here with the discarded paint tin, which has probably gone all crusty as well now. Now, you know what I would like? I would like to be able to look at some reports about my shop. I'd like to see, like, what's going well, what's not going well, what products are selling the best. Like, how can I determine, like, in a case like this, I need to go up 6 store levels, which is quite a lot. Like, what is it that, you know, is going to help me get up there quicker? I need happy customers. I need good prices. I need a clean shop. Speaking of, there's no way that a box of cereal is falling on the ground for half an hour and then green smoke is coming out of it. It's not possible. We need them to not be waiting too long in the line. All in all, I have felt like I'm providing a very good shopping experience here. The occasional customer gets whacked over the head with a baseball bat, but they're bringing that on themselves. That's reserved for shoplifters only. I haven't seen any newspaper articles talking about how great my store is, actually. That's a very good point, Elf. Why have I not been approached by a journalist to interview me about my amazing store and my 3 Jimmies? Why? He has a face for media. Look at him. He's very dynamic. And if he's, you know, too sick to do the interview, we can just have Jimmy too. Fine. The system works. They're all still walking around like bloody Dawn of the Dead, aren't they? That hasn't changed still. He's left his body. That's the thing. Jimmy's not there anymore. I think it's because I split his personality into 3 bodies. I cloned him. And with every clone, we lost a little bit of Jimmy's essence. This is what you get left with. It's like that episode of The Simpsons where Homer jumps in that hammock and clones himself. That's this. That's what you get. They're there in body, but not in spirit. Let's put some people through the checkout. It seems to get, like, late afternoon. You get a little late afternoon rush. And all of a sudden, the queues are really long. But it's going really well, though. Like, everything's going very smoothly. You can see that there's not really any customers saying things. So when they say things, it's normally like, oh, someone's getting whacked. Ouch! It's usually something like, oh, this is too expensive. Or I can't find this toilet paper. Nobody's complaining because everything's in order. And that's exactly what we want. And I'm all over the security situation. I hope they bring something like that in. When we did Game Stonk Simulator last week or the week before, that's got shoplifting in it from the get-go. And you buy a baseball bat. But you have to catch the shoplifters and hit them. And the shoplifting rates were quite aggressive. Like, you were constantly having to deal with shoplifters and there was no security. So I do hope that they bring something like this into that. Otherwise, what you're actually doing is spending all of your time chasing shoplifters, and it gets quite annoying because it's taking you away from the essence of the game. 45. So seeing as we just need to level, I'm gonna have to do some I'm gonna have to play a bit of supermarket sim in my own time as well. We have to do some grinding here. Like, the difference between level 50 and level 56 is huge. Like, that takes ages. And I can't get any more product lines until I've done that. I do worry sometimes that maybe I don't have everything that I've got out on the shelf. But I guess if I'd done that, I would know. Because people would be coming in looking for stuff that I don't have. I know. Is that the first time you've seen Bob, Timmy? Bob, my security guard, is absolutely sensational. Oh, what are you looking for? Someone was annoyed about something. They couldn't find something. I think it might have been flour. Was it flour? No, can't be that. It could be these. So we'll get some of those. A bit more pasta as well. A bit more potato. Purple dress. Oh, a bit sassy tonight. This is nighttime, Simmy, isn't it? Simmy up late. I don't think I need another camera. At this point, it feels like he's all over it. I think what we'll probably notice if he's in and out quite a lot to the point where he's missing shoplifters, that's where we probably need another camera and another security guard. I can have 2 at the moment. Oh, bye, Alina. Thank you for hanging out and have a lovely sleep. Where's the time, by the way? It's already nearly 10. Tell you what, when you play these simulator games, time moves at its own unbelievable pace. Excuse me. I do wonder, like if I was kept from the clock all day and I was just playing a game like this and I had to guess what the time is, I reckon I'd be like 8 hours off. There could be a blind spot. Let's have a look. So we've got this one. We could afford another one. Got plenty of money now. Oh, he's coming in now. Look. Ah! That's the way. Go for it, Bill. Bob. Bob. The next one's going to be called Billy, and then we're going to have Billy Bob, and I'm getting myself all confused. We've missed having you here, Simi. This is I suppose my new schedule probably doesn't work quite so well for you these days, does it? Because you used to have it on while you were working and stuff. How am I doing? I'm looking for furniture. But I'm really liking this morning stream stuff. Is working very well for me. I can't buy it until tomorrow. I'm up early. I'm getting stuck into it. I'm doing these while I've got like the most energy of the day, which is good, I think, for live streams. It was getting a little difficult sometimes to have as much pep as I would like for the night ones after I'd already done, you know, a day of work and dealt with all the shit that goes with whatever had happened that day. Sometimes that just got a little bit too tiring. In the morning, I feel really fresh and I start work afterwards, and it kind of like doing these lives in the morning. It's kind of like social lubrication, like in a non-alcoholic sense. It sort of eases me in to, you know, like talking to people before I have to talk to people at work for the day. Yeah, I think I'll put one in the back corner and we might point it down like this aisle. The other one at the back. Now this is really focusing on this aisle because this would be a little bit of a hidden corner otherwise. I could put one here and point it this way. So I think I'll get 2. You won't be able to move in here without me watching. I'm doing a lot more simulator style content as well these days, Simi. So it might be good wind down content for you. I don't know. There's so many games I want to play. I'm really enjoying getting back into sort of not just playing new Sims that come out because there's so many, but also revisiting ones like this where I absolutely loved the game, but it got to a point where the quality of life stuff's not ready in the game for you to keep going with it. So to be able to go back and revisit them once they've had updates or DLC added or whatever the case is satisfying. Getting back into gaming. Oh, that's good. So what are you playing at the moment then? Let's get another security camera as well before I forget. I only want 1 actually. I may have bought 2 by accident. 3 platinums already. I did see one of your platinums that you did because you put it on the old Tinstagram. Now, if I want to check my prices, let's do it on the computer. There's nowhere. I mean, I guess you could if you were desperate. If you were desperate, you could use the back of the stock room. Depends how keen you are, I suppose. I've got no security cameras back here at the moment. Surely I don't need to worry about my Dimmy, Simmy, and Blimmy Remy, whatever I called them. Surely I don't have to worry about them stealing from me. Just customers, right? Dragon Age Inquisition. It's funny that you say that. It's been out for so long now. And I don't know if it was on Game Pass, but I was looking at it thinking, that game looks pretty cool. It's really old now. Did I call him Remy? I don't know if I called him Remy, did I? Simmy, Dimmy, and Remy. I probably did. Yeah, it checks out. Okay, we're on level 51, so I just need 5 more levels. Let's put my security cameras out. I did buy too many. I thought I did. So this one's going to point right down here. You can't hide from me. Striding in. We're going to put one in the back corner as well. Is a teen? I don't think I've got no teenagers. I don't have any teenagers working here. I only have depressed adults at the moment. Yeah, I mean, if you worked in a liquor store, I think they'd have cameras everywhere. Look, it's not unheard of that the staff steal the products. I've worked in a place before where some people got busted for stealing from the stock room. Can you imagine? Right, I think we've got it pretty covered now. Jimmy can't scratch his ass without us knowing about it. So I would say that's enough security cameras. Sorted. So I wouldn't like going in the cooler room very much. I would worry about getting locked in there, and that fear has only been solidified after playing Crime Scene Cleaner. Because there's a level in Crime Scene Cleaner where someone got locked in the freezer room on purpose, and when you go in there, he's like a human ice pop. I don't like the idea of that. They're just modern teenagers. No, there's no mullets. I haven't seen a mullet. Isn't that funny though? When we were at school, like a mullet was not something to be proud of. Mullets were not seen as like high fashion. It wasn't the done thing. But now it's all about the mullet, isn't it? It's like the more it looks like they don't give a fuck about how they look, the cooler they are when it comes to like teenage boys now. But they're out here walking around like they've had their hair cut with a knife and fork and everyone's all over it. I don't really get it. I also don't really care. But it's just an observation that I've made. Things have changed. Things have changed because, like, when I was at school, you know, there was a few hairstyles that were it. And they were like immaculate hairstyles, basically. The mushroom cut. Is that also known as the bowl cut? Or you had the undercut and the center parting. Yeah, that was a big one. That was a big one in the 90s, wasn't it? And then your hair would like flap in the breeze because it's just over the side. Good night, Wayne. Thank you for hanging out. Have a great sleep. Yes, I remember that one. It was like the Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys. That kind of vibe. There were so many boy band members that looked like that. And, you know, we were just all about it, weren't we? We were all about it. And it's so funny because Nick used to be my favourite Backstreet Boy. Nick Carter was, you know, he was, you know, goals. Absolute goals. But as an adult, I'm alright. Isn't that funny? I would like, you know, going back, I would be like, I'd be different now. I wouldn't be interested in the same looks. Do you know what I always found funny though? With these boy bands, there was always one. So these boy bands were primarily like marketed at teenage girls, really. Teenage girls or maybe very, very early 20s. That's probably what they were looking for as the market, you know. There was always one guy that looked like 45 in these boy bands. And at the time, as a teenage girl, that was very confusing and disturbing. There was always just one like really old looking guy at the back. It's like, what the fuck's he doing? Why is he there? And he was always like a little bit out of sync with the dance moves, a little bit rigid. Didn't sing as well as the others. Why is this? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Here's the thing. How have they got in? Like, why don't we have 2 Nick Carters? Oh, he's for the mums, of course. I think, do you all know who I'm talking about in the Backstreet Boys? He's there for the mums. And that checks out. Because now that I'm an adult woman, I look back and I think, yeah, like I fancy totally different ones now. That makes sense. Yep. That makes sense. We don't want some little whippersnapper with a bowl cut. We want someone that can grow a beard, don't we? Yes, it checks out. It's all coming full circle. Still could dance though. Couldn't dance. Couldn't really sing. Apart from that, he was fine. Mum's feeling guilty for fancying the same guy their daughter does. Yeah, you wouldn't really want that. You don't want to both have the same poster on your wall. That's orkies and weird. Never thought about that before. They're funny the things you end up talking about on stream. Saying that though, when it comes to bands like NSYNC, as a teenager, I didn't fancy any of them. NSYNC left me feeling nothing. I always felt like, you know, they just wanted to be the Backstreet Boys to me. Never got excited over them. They had a couple of songs that were okay. But they never... She's stealing! Come on, Bob. Get her! Ouch. That's it. I saw that with my human eyes. I've spent $5,000 on security cameras and I'm catching them with my human eyes. Danny Minogue. Oh, Danny Minogue's gorgeous, though. She still is. And Kylie Minogue as well. Both of the Minogues. I like Kylie better, though. Like, just generally, I really like Kylie Minogue. I think she's just fabulous. Oh, Britney Spears. Yeah, of course. Britney Spears. I love Britney Spears as well. I'm sad for Britney Spears, though. I feel like she sacrificed, you know, her childhood and, like, young adulthood for our enjoyment. And she created some unbelievable music that we have all these memories for. And she was just used up and you know, taken advantage of. And I think it's just left her really kind of broken. And that's horrible, what she's had to deal with, what she's put up with. After she's given so much to everybody else. So that makes me sad for her. Yeah, Britney. Like I got the she's still alive. I got the Beat Saber Britney Spears music pack. And I've been loving it. So I'm just listening to them all back to back. And God, they were bangers. Her music was the shit. And it still is. Just, you know, it's just not like that anymore. Been really enjoying revisiting all of that. Deep fake. Oh, come on, Simi. Don't be a conspiracy theorist, surely. Yeah, I do think she's, easy right there. I do think she's got some serious things going on, though, after everything that she's been through. So I like to think she can just, you know, live her best life now. Catch up on lost time. And there's a lot of that. A lot of lost time. It's horrible too, isn't it? Because so often these people, like it's your family that's supposed to be there for you to keep you grounded through times like that. And they're the ones that did the worst by her in the end. It's terrible. Because people forget that they're still... people don't really have much empathy for celebrities, generally speaking. And in some cases, I understand why, because it depends what it is. But they are still just regular people that just started doing something that just started going off. And they've had to kind of adapt to it, change their life for it. People really dehumanize them now. I think more than ever, actually, with social media. Even I feel like as soon as you put yourself on the internet, it's like to a degree, people dehumanize you. And you see that all the time with just internet trolls. It's like, you know, these people, would you do that to somebody in real life? I don't think you would. I don't think you'd have the balls to do it. I think you'd be worried about the consequences because, you know, people would know it's you doing it. But once you've got the internet and like that separation and the anonymity stuff, I just think people change. And it's interesting and terrifying that there's that many people out there like that. So I think I've got all the customers out of the shop. We are killing it now. It is flowing. I think after I went and had a look at all of my pricing, we had a few products that weren't really that profitable. That's been sorted. It's running an absolute dream. I might leave it there while I'm feeling so satisfied with myself. Lady Gaga. Yeah, Lady Gaga's a good one as well. I like Lady Gaga too, actually. I know the magazines. I can't even imagine buying one of those magazines. Like, it's just full of shit, isn't it? It's pure shit. I didn't think people still bought them. Do they? Like, at that point, like, just go outside. Yeah, and you know what? In just, like, while we're talking about it, in Australia at the moment, I don't know if you're aware, if you're in another country, there's a, there was an Australian actress on Home and Away called Kate Ritchie. Hello, Master69. Welcome in. And Kate Ritchie's going through a really difficult time at the moment. And I really like Kate Ritchie. I've always liked her. And she's had a radio career as well since, like, yeah, Sally, yeah. She's had a radio career as well, but she's been going through a really difficult time. And she, in public, was seen the other day, obviously going through a really difficult time. And she looked very much in distress, like very much in distress. And instead of, you know, going over to her and making sure that she was okay, or doing like a wellness welfare check, or just not being a complete asshole, the media that was there recorded her having this moment, whatever she was going through, recorded it and put it on the internet. And it went everywhere. It went on TikTok and it went all over the place. And it was so, like, it just popped up on my TikTok. And it was so horrible to see somebody going through something like that and also see them so alone in it. So alone in it, but also surrounded by people. And not just surrounded by people, but by somebody who's intentionally watching them and knows they're going through it and actually took video of it to put on the internet for profit. It was absolutely fucking disgusting. And I'm really, really horrified at the lengths that the media is going to just to get clicks now, to the point where I just want to switch off from it. I'm barely even looking at the news. I won't promote or get involved or look at and interact with anything like that because I think it's disgusting. And I feel really bad for her because when something's already bad, it's out there now with everybody, you know, weighing in on it. But the good side of it is that I think the good side of it is that people have really gotten behind her. Though a lot of Australians have really gotten behind her and have publicly gotten behind her, which I hope that has helped with it a bit. But it's pretty horrible. It's pretty horrible. And I don't like this thing of filming people in public in general either. Like, if you're a content creator and you decide that you want to be on the internet, that's fine. But if you're out in public, don't film strangers and have them in your TikToks or have them on your YouTube shorts, all that stuff. Like, you have a right to be out in public without being on the internet. And everyone just needs to kind of just fucking sort their shit out and think about it for a second. That we deserve to just live without being filmed constantly. It's being normalized more than I am comfortable with. No, I don't think she is. I don't think she's been on Home and Away for quite some time. She's acted in other things though. She's been an actor for a while, and I think she's been focusing on her radio career a bit more lately. But yeah, that's exactly right. The default response from people to film things is just need to stop and think for a second. It's insane. That was a little thought of the day, wasn't it? Didn't even mean to talk about that, but there it is. That was a thought of the day. I'm going to wrap up the stream. We're going to wrap up. We'll say goodbye over on the YouTube vertical. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to subscribe for live notifications next time. And we'll say goodbye to YouTube Landscape as well. Hopefully catch you tomorrow. We'll put a Discord link in the chat here. I'll be back tomorrow, same time. We're going to do TCG Card Shop Simulator tomorrow. I think there's been some updates to that game as well. But to be honest, I'm not familiar with what they are.